Ever wondered why the trucking industry is so massive? The answer lies in the sheer necessity of trucking in the United States. With one of the least efficient rail networks globally, the country heavily relies on trucking to move goods from one point to another. Class 8 semi-trucks are the lifeline of the American economy, transporting the majority of our goods across vast distances. But here's a surprising fact. There's a significant shortage of truckers. We're talking about a shortfall of 880,000 truckers. Yes, you heard it right. Despite having just over 300,000 truckers, the industry needs more hands on deck. It's a classic case of demand far outstripping supply. This situation intriguingly places truckers in a unique position of power. Unlike many other industries where the bosses hold sway, in trucking, it's the workers who have a louder voice. A significant number of truckers are independent, unbound by any broker or company. Their freedom to choose where they want to go gives them a level of control that is seldom seen in other sectors. This independence, coupled with the shortage of truckers, has led to a shift in the power dynamics of the industry. Truckers are not just the backbone of the supply chain, they are also key decision makers. They can choose where to go, what loads to carry, and which routes to take. This choice, in turn, impacts a wide array of industries, from manufacturing to retail, and everything in between. In recent times, truckers have had to navigate through numerous challenges, from fluctuating fuel prices to new tolls and regulations. Yet, they have shown remarkable resilience, adapting to changes and finding ways to keep the wheels turning. Their ability to keep going, no matter the hurdles, underscores their crucial role in the economy. The trucking industry is more than just an economic powerhouse. It's a testament to the grit and determination of hundreds of thousands of truckers who keep America moving. In the face of challenges, truckers have proven their resilience and power. Keep watching as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of trucking in the next scenes. But what happens when the truckers decide to hit the brakes? In the heart of the city that never sleeps, a storm is brewing. A storm that's fueled by the frustrations and grievances of the truckers who keep the city's lifeblood flowing. They're the unsung heroes of our economy, the lifeline that keeps New York City ticking. But recent developments have them singing a different tune. The city's new congestion pricing and tolls have become a thorn in the side of these truckers. These fees are not just an inconvenience, they're a direct hit to their livelihood. Picture this: a large truck, the backbone of goods transportation, is now required to shell out $36 just to enter the New Jersey area. That's just one route, and there are numerous other tolls and charges on the way. But it doesn't stop there. If you're coming in from Connecticut, Pennsylvania, or even 5 to 10 hours outside of New York City, there's a cascade of tolls that truckers have to navigate. It's not just the $36, it's the cumulative effect of all these charges that threatens to topple their business. And let's not forget the risk of getting pulled over by the NYPD or getting ticketed by those ever-watchful cameras. Many truckers confess to spending hundreds of dollars just on a single trip to the city, eating away at their profits. The city may be the heart of the economy, but the arteries that feed it are being squeezed. This isn't just a story about the truckers. It's a story about the city and its policies. A story about how the working class is being heavily taxed while trying to keep the wheels of the economy turning. The city may be looking to go green, but at what cost? The truckers' response: a boycott, a stand against the rising costs and the threat to their livelihood. And with the trucker shortage already looming, the city might just feel the pinch. As the tolls rise, so does the tension between the city and the truckers. The question now is, who will blink first? So, what does a trucker boycott mean for the rest of us? Well, let's start with the supply chain. The trucking industry is like the bloodline of our economy. Goods, raw materials, food, you name it, are all transported across the country by these hard-working individuals. If they decide to boycott a certain area, that area could experience a significant disruption in its supply. Imagine grocery shelves in New York City not being restocked as frequently, construction projects delayed due to lack of materials, or even online orders taking longer to arrive. That's the power these truckers hold. And it's not just about goods not reaching their destination. the economic impact could be substantial. The trucking industry contributes significantly to the economy, and any disruption in this sector could send shockwaves through the financial markets. In terms of employment, trucking is one of the largest occupations in the country. A boycott could potentially lead to job losses, reduced income for truckers, and a slowdown in economic activities. Now let's talk about the power dynamics between the truckers and the city authorities. The truckers, they're not chained to any broker or company. They are free birds. They go where they want. They have the power to decide whether or not they want to drive into New York City and pay those hefty tolls. The city authorities, on the other hand, they need the truckers more than the truckers need them. They rely on these truckers to keep the city functioning, to keep the economy going. So, if the truckers decide to boycott, the city authorities are left in a tricky situation. They have to strike a balance between generating revenue from these tolls and keeping the city's supply chain intact. In short, the impact of a trucker boycott isn't just a local issue. It has the potential to disrupt the national supply chain, affect the economy, and even tilt the balance of power. The ripple effects of a trucker boycott could reach far beyond the city's borders. So where does the industry go from here? As we've seen, the trucking industry holds a crucial role in our economy, and the truckers themselves wield significant influence. At this crossroads, it's clear that understanding and addressing the grievances of truckers is vital. The boycott brought on by increased costs, such as New York City's new congestion pricing and tolls, sends a strong signal. It's a call to action for policymakers and industry leaders alike to come together and find solutions that can balance the economic needs of cities with the sustainability of the trucking industry. We could see innovations in policy, technology, and infrastructure that could lead to a more efficient and equitable system. The future of the trucking industry hangs in the balance, and it's clear that the truckers hold the keys. Their voices, their concerns, and their needs will shape what comes next.